The fourth and last book in the tetralogy is called Fram. The cover rather indicates the contents. It was done by Tom Patterson. It shows a Mayan pyramid in front of Mount Fuji, and in front of the Mayan pyramid are some Japanese farmhouses. So that's how it moves about, happily illogically. It was deliberately named Fram because I was thinking of the filter, and I had promised myself that this would be 4 volumes of 4 sections each, and this made 16 and was written in the 16th year after the beginning of the tetralogy. It has an epigraph from Jack Wilkinson, a wonderful writer and a nationally recognized painter. Contending between people to determine who can fit the place is not the same as contending to learn who can make the place fit. Passus 1, Riddled. Riddled, we are all changed, and our loves changed too, but we are not. Kilter, coulter, plough, and furrow, I riddle you so. Passus 5, The Death. The death of all dreams we have seen, waking or sleeping, in this time we, the enemy. So the baby had this brain tumor big as its regular head. So what? Pity of it. It lived. It lived. Manifest spirit of our time. What a tangled warp we rive, once we determine to survive. Two-way pigeon race termed failure. Taipei. The Nationalist Chinese Pigeon Association Friday proclaimed the Taipei-Hiroshima pigeon race a total failure. The race involved 99 Japanese homing pigeons released at Taipei May 30 and 361 Taipei pigeons released simultaneously at Hiroshima, 920 miles distant. As of noon Friday, the association said none of the pigeons had returned to its roost. The association blamed bad weather in the past 2 weeks for this. Air pollution monitor car explodes in Osaka. Yule gobbler to cost more. Onion rings, Euripides, et 3 Brutus. Passus 6, The Private Secretary. The private secretary made bold to ask him outright, "Then, Mr. Weed, do you think that no politician can be trusted?" Mr. Weed hesitated for a moment. Then he said in his mild manner, "I never advise a young man to begin by thinking so," said Henry Adams. And one said, "The fickleness of the woman I love is equaled only by the infernal constancy of the women who love me," it is said. And an Oxford lecturer, quote, "Too many irresponsible young women, eager for museship, go in search of poetic recognition. Unless they have the integrity, the ruthlessness, and the certified characteristics of a real muse, they will get entangled with pseudo-poets. The outcome is always sad, often sordid. Cunning pseudo-poets ruthlessly exploit a pseudo-muse's innocent ambitions. The ancient triad is as true today as it ever was. Quote, it is death to mock a poet, death to be a poet, death to love a poet." And James Dean, when asked by a hostile reporter if he liked boys, quote, "I see no reason to discriminate against an entire sex," unquote. and Earl Rochester, pseudonymous, in a New Year's parting. Last Christmas morn, when Christ was born, and 3 sage men brought gifts from us, we lay forlorn, our virtues torn, and contemplated syphilis. And again, a pseudonymous Earl Rochester in a humanist mimeo handout. The Thurgeon stitched, my father bitched, my mother said, Hail Mary. Oh, point the ravens in the right direction. The conclusion, 2 small poems, numbered 9 and 10 in the final segment. 9. Mishima said, I dare to say the world is a rose. Before seppuku, his last words were, I don't think they heard me very well. Phantom shape, my stay, at your pleasure, not mine, shake me from my sleep whenever you choose. In tears, in terror, in anger, but ever in courage.